Skittles. So I know y'all been waiting for me to drop the video and the deets on this wig. So if you want to get this look with this wig, you want to rinse out all those grungy tones out your wig, this is definitely the video for you. You will see what this wig looked like at the beginning. I'm going through the bleaching process, the toning process. I actually curled this wig on my live, so make sure you're following me here on all my social media platforms. Skittlezworldofbeat on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and also YouTube. You can also catch Lucky here. Lucky is a part of my world. That's kind of where Skittlezworldofbeat come from. She is my world. You'll catch her trap meets. You'll catch her vlogging. You'll catch all that. She'll actually come on here probably the next time and do her riding video, pretty much showing you kids how to ride your hair when you're natural. So with that being said, make sure you subscribe, and hey, check out this video, and we out.
Things you will need: bleaching powder, bleaching brush, developer in 30 and 40, a bowl, and also the shimmer shampoo. So this is the wig that we're going to use. It has already been bleached once. We're just going to go there and we're going to make it brighter. So we're going to take our bleaching powder, both containers of it, and we're going to mix it with our developer. So with this, I like to use 4 small caps of the 40 and then 8 small caps of the 30. You're going to mix it very well. You want to make sure it's not really too pasty, but it's like a nice little liquid form. So you see me just tapping and brushing, and we're just going to stir it up, mix it up very, very well. Be mindful that you might want to wear gloves because this stuff can be really, really harsh to the skin. I don't have on my gloves right now. I don't put on my gloves until we get ready to do the wig. As you can see right here, get your gloves. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this wig and we're just going to brush in streaks pretty much over the already pre-highlighted areas. And going over some of the dark areas as well. We're just going to brush it in. I started off on that side and y'all couldn't see, so I decided to turn it so you guys could see it. But yeah, we're just going to begin to brush, stroke the hair, just going down to like little highlights, and make sure you're blending it out at the roots because you don't want that harsh line of bleach just sitting there. You want it all to kind of blend in together. And so you're just going to go through and we're just going to comb it in as such, all over the head. And you see how I parted it because we're going to part it and drop the hair down, and we're going to comb it in some more, making sure that the streaks are going to fit evenly. we finish up coloring the hair, I'm just going back in and brushing it through. We're going to let this wig sit for about an hour or so. It depends on your hair and how your hair processes, but we're going to let this sit for an hour, and then we'll get ready to rinse it out. So this is the hair all bleached, and we're about to get ready to rinse it out. So we're just going to take our water. I like to use hot water, and we're just going to rinse it out. Make sure we rinse out all the bleach until the water runs clear. Just continue to rinse until the water runs completely clear. Now we're adding our Shimmer Light shampoo. You can use the generic kind or you can use the Shimmer Lights. But be mindful of, you don't want to leave this on here long because you don't want that grayish purplish tint to any of your blonde hair. As you can see, you rinse it out. I let it sit for 30 minutes because the hair wasn't that bleached. So now to get those highlights to really pop, we're going to take our Willa T18, our 40 developer, and our 30 developer, and also our mixing brush, and also bowl. So this is the hair before we get ready to add the highlights. As you can see, with us bleaching it, the highlights are popping already, but it's not as bright as I would want them to be. So we're going to take our Willa T18. I just used one bottle because I did not do a full head of bleach. And we're going to take 2 parts of developer. So I like to fill the bottle up halfway with the 30 and then halfway with the 40 and then pour it in. So that's me taking the 40. I filled it up just a little bit and then I just went on ahead and used the rest of that 30 and then topped it off with the 40 again and poured that one bottle. So that's when we say 1 part, 2 parts. The 1 part would be 1 bottle, 2 parts would be 2 bottles. So you're going to take 2 part developer to 1 part toner. And that's me just topping it back off. And you're just going to want to pour that into that toner. Pour it into that toner. Like I said, you're going to want to do 2 parts of this. So you're going to see me add my second part off camera. And you're going to see more developer actually being put in there right there. So now we're just going to start it up really, really well. It's going to give you like this purplish grayish tint. That's actually what you want to go for, right? You see how it's turning that brown and that white mixing together, the toner with the developer, and it's turning into, what you know? So now we're just going to take that developer and just start adding it all over the hair where the highlights and stuff were. Pretty much all over, because that's going to really take out that brassy color. It's going to give us that blonde color that we're looking for. I know the lighting right now is like really bad, but the final product, I'm going to definitely make sure that I give you guys a really nice view of the hair versus before and after. So you're just going to add it all over, and you see that's going to turn like a purplish gray color, and that's really what you want, because that's letting you know that the developer and the toner is really saturating into the hair. We're just going to brush it all over. Be mindful, it's not going to harm the black hair. If you have black hair or black lowlights in your hair, brown lowlights, it's not going to harm it. This is really just focusing on the blonde hair. So you're just going to work that all the way in. I'm working it into the ends. Wherever I might have blonde hair, I'm just going to work it all the way in to this hair. And then I'm necessarily, I think, I'm going to let this sit for about maybe an hour. Because it really doesn't harm the hair or whatnot. So we're just going to saturate that in and let this sit for an hour.